Hi guys, Mark Dawes here once again, and first and foremost, David Close, thanks for sending this information in. David forwarded me a URL to a news cutting, which I've put below this video so you can actually see it for yourself. But the long and short of the situation is someone attended the training course and they died. As a result of that, 3 people have been charged with manslaughter. The basics of the case, the news at 10 version was someone went on a training course, it was a therapeutic type training course where lots of vigorous slapping, as has been recorded in the press, took place. As a result of that, someone has died. People charged with manslaughter. So it raises the question, should we check people for their fitness levels and their suitability to attend a training course prior to them actually doing anything physical? Because obviously all of us teach things like self-defense, physical restraint, PMVA, whatever you want to call it. So checking someone's fitness and suitability to do the course, for me, is very, very important, because for me it's part of health and safety, it's part of our due diligence. We want to make sure that we can extend a duty of care to that person, and we can't do it if we don't know what their physical state of health is or whether they're on any medication. So in our courses, people fill out a medical declaration, a medical fitness questionnaire, and they disclose to us what their symptoms are, whether they've got any past injuries and what medication they're on, etc., whether they're pregnant or not. Now sometimes people refuse to fill those forms out, so it leaves trainers with a dilemma as to what do we do. Do we train someone not knowing anything about them, or do we not train them? Well, for me, the answer is quite simple. We won't train them. We'd refer them back to their occupational health department if they're from an organisation, or if they came on an open course, we'd probably just refund them the cost of the course. We just wouldn't train them. Now, this does cause issues sometimes for people, because we had one the other day where someone attended a training course and they actually said to the trainer, I'm not prepared to fill this form out. And the trainer didn't know what to do, so contacted me and I helped them talk through this stuff. But when you consider that, and we've had this on our courses where people have turned up having had in the recent past, open heart surgery, a triple heart bypass. We've got people there who've had, broken backs, broken legs, neck injuries, knee injuries. And, if you're teaching people physical skills, this is important, because if that injury is compounded on the course they're on with you, then there's a liability for you as a trainer if you haven't looked after them. Now, I know what some of you will do. You'll have these waivers, these forms they fill out that says, if you hurt me whilst I'm on a training course, you can't sue me. Well, let me just put that to bed right now, is you can't legislate for negligence, and you can't have a form that says, if I hurt you, you can't sue me. So the actual piece of paper is not worth the paper it's written on, and it will not stand up in a court of law, and I've been doing expert witness work long enough now to know this, and if you don't believe me, go and check that out with a lawyer. But let's come back to these medical questionnaires, because I've had a couple of interesting discussions recently, one with a very large company, in particular with a health and safety professional. Now, this guy spent years getting qualified and years working in this role. And what he said to me was brilliant. He said, look, you can't make them disclose this stuff to you. It's data protection, client, customer confidentiality, all this sort of stuff. He said, so we're not happy with that. So what we're going to suggest to you is they fill the form out. Sorry, I'm laughing. And they put it in an envelope and seal it and give it to you, and you can't open the envelope. So I said, well, we're not allowed to see what they put on the form. He said, no, but they fill the form out. Well, and guess what my answer is to that? And we refuse to do it. But what kind of fucking stupidity is that? This guy spent years getting qualified. For his position, he's probably got a degree in this stuff. He's been to school for God knows how many years in university, and he's been in post so many years, and it's taken him that long to achieve that fucking degree of stupidity. If you're listening to this, you could have stayed at home and just become stupid at home. You didn't need to do all that training to come up with a stupid question like that, because the bottom line is the liability wouldn't rest with him anyway. So if I'd have listened to that and said, oh, okay, yeah, we want your business, and done that, and someone got hurt because we hadn't checked it, it's our liability. So that's just something I wanted to get out to you straight away. I thought it might be of interest to you. I put a link below the video to the press thing that the BBC, the news article that David sent in. David Close, once again, thanks for putting that in. Have a look at it, and for those of you that train with me, if you've got any issues over this at all, get in touch. Happy to help. Guys, by the way, share the video, and please leave some comments on this on YouTube, because it helps. Take care, all the best, see you soon.